10 hacks to make your online surveys from good to amazing. When executed correctly, survey research can provide highly reliable and usable data and improve research return on investment (ROI). So with that in mind, what are the keys to make your survey the best it can be? Here are 10 hacks to take your survey from good to amazing. Setting objectives. 1. Your objective. First things first is to determine your objectives for your survey. You need to focus your questions by determining what are you trying to find out from your questions. Have focused, clear objectives for your survey that are easily understood. Spend time to identify the how, who, what, when and whys. For example, €cent. Why are you making a survey? €cent. Who do you want to ask? €cent. What will you use the data for? €cent. How will you conduct your survey? €cent. When do you want it to be completed by? Their objective online questions can sometimes make people suspicious, so let people know why you are asking them to do a survey. If you remind them who you are, why you have picked them, and why you want their feedback, there will be more trust and a greater chance of feedback. Your introduction doesn't have to be too descriptive. It could be a reminder that they have bought a product from your company and you are asking for customer feedback on the customer service they experienced. A brief introduction will motivate people to complete the survey. Target audience. 2. A good rule of thumb is to create a targeting survey, which is used to decide what people you want to survey. Not everyone on your contact list will necessarily be within your target audience for your survey. Start by defining the demographics of the people you want to ask questions to. Then create a mini survey of just 3 to 5 questions to send out, which will help you to filter out your target audience for your main survey. Remember to keep your pre-survey very short and simple so that you don't discourage people from giving feedback. And don't forget their email address to follow up on later. Another quick tip: if you are asking for contact information, place that information last. Be wide using targeting surveys. Your contact database updates and ensures that when you send out your main survey, you are asking only those who are relevant, so you get the best data possible. Point 3. Define the characteristics of the target users you want to gather answers from, e.g., active users of your site, students who attended your university over the last 10 years, customers who bought a product from your company this year, etc. You want the most relevant and highly active users to gather insights and feedback from. For example, if you are looking for sociology students who attended your university less than a decade ago but have a list of all current and alumni university members, you can drill down your audience. You might ask your contacts a few simple questions such as, if they went to your university over the last 10 years, did they study sociology, and do they use what they learned in their current lives? Point 4. Now you will need to draw people to your targeting survey. The most popular methods to conduct surveys are quickly becoming email and online, rather than face-to-face, written or telephone surveys. Not only is it easier for people to respond in these ways, it is also much easier, and cheaper, for you to ask the questions and reach a wider scope of respondents. For more direct contact, you can also use email to send out your survey. This is the best method to distribute your questions if you have a list of contacts you wish you connect with. There are many email autoresponders that allow you to email lists of people all at the same time. That is worth looking into. You can also use the body of your email to introduce yourself, explain why they have been contacted, and possibly explain any incentives with greater clarity. Try to keep your email short and sweet and focus on getting your contact to click on your survey link above all else. If your email is too long, you are more likely to deter your respondent from taking part in your survey. Keep it to 2 paragraphs of no longer than 5 sentences if possible. Also, do not forget the importance of your subject line. Entice your contacts to open your email with your subject line, but do not mislead or trick people into opening your email. You want and need their trust for reliable answers from them. Note, the same techniques can be used for your main survey also. Creating your survey. 5. Keep your survey as short and simple as possible. The biggest challenge here is getting your target audience to take time out of their day to give you their input, so make it a painless process for them. Shorter surveys generally have higher response rates and lower abandonment. 5 minutes or less is the optimum length for your survey. Within your introduction, let people know roughly how long the survey will take to complete. Make the questions simple as possible and only ask relevant questions. If you don't need to know where they live, don't ask. The most effective questions are closed questions, such as yes/no, rating scales, multiple choice. And be very aware not to use leading questions unless you want to destroy the authenticity and sincerity of the data you get back. It is sometimes a good idea to leave open question at the end for people to add further comments if they wish to. All your primary questions should be asked before this last open question. Allow respondents to opt out of this last open question. Remember that open questions are harder to analyze, so don't ask them unless you are ready and willing to read them carefully and take the time to properly and fully evaluate these answers. Point 6. Whilst most of your energy should be used in the questions you ask, an often underestimated aspect of your survey is its visual impact on the respondent. Make your survey look inviting and eye-catching to the user. Take advantage of survey customization by adding logos, branding colors, or relevant images, using a variety of question types, free field, multiple choice questions, rating scales, keeps the respondent's attention. They will be more likely to think about their answers more fully rather than resorting to automated answering mode. Configure each question intuitively and apply a logical order to your questions. You want there to be continuity in your questions. If you need to ask a variety of topic questions, consider subsections, headers, or separate surveys per topic. Point 7. Testing is a massive part of marketing, and your surveys should be treated no differently if you want maximum results. Don't just send out one survey to everyone and expect it to be the best. You need to test it. Create a split test for your survey. Compile 2 versions of your survey and internally label them as Survey A and Survey B. Then send 50% of your contacts Survey A and the other 50% Survey B. Then track the responses you get. For example, Survey A could offer a reward for taking part, whilst Survey B doesn't. Survey A is colorful, Survey B is simple. Survey A is longer than Survey B. Survey A is distributed via your website pop-up. Survey B is emailed directly to members. And so forth. Then track the responses you get from each survey. So, if you discover that you get better response rates by sending out your surveys on Wednesday morning than on Friday evening, start sending out the Friday evening survey on Wednesday morning. Also, consider pre-testing your survey to 20 people and ask for their feedback on your survey. Rather than asking them about the answers to the questions themselves, ask them what they didn't understand in the survey, or what they didn't like about the survey. Did they take a point of view not covered in your answers or question? Similarly, if a survey question provided no valuable insight, don't ask that question again. Point 8. A way to ensure higher response rates, you can offer rewards or incentives to complete your survey if appropriate. People like the idea of getting something for their time, and incentives have been known to reliably boost response rates by up to 50%. Make your incentives relevant to your survey to avoid fake submissions from people looking to get the reward rather than focusing on the survey. If you are asking about a service you are providing, consider offering a 7-day trial of the new and improved version that you are basing on these survey answers. If respondents get the chance to use the service being asked about, they will then take more care over their answers. Post-survey distribution. 9. Consider your sample size. Your sample size can often make or break your survey results. Generally, the larger your sample size, the better and more accurate your result analysis will be. Your sample size depends on the type of survey you are conducting, who your target audience is, and your desired margin of error. For example, if you are conducting a small survey, at least 100 people would be a good number of responses. If your sample size is too small, you are at a higher risk of inaccurate data analysis. Point 10. So you established your target audience, your targeting survey was completed, and now you have sent out your tried and tested survey. Now what? Do you sit back and wait for the data to come rolling in? Well, you can just wait, but this is where you get to boost your response rate even higher. Like we said before, the larger your sample size, the better and more accurate your result analysis will be. Don't be shy to chase responses and follow up on your survey. By sending out reminders to those who haven't previously responded, you can often significantly increase your response rates. If you have used an autoresponder to email your survey to others, There are often features you can use to automatically send follow-up emails to those who have not yet opened your email. Or you can chase up those who have clicked on your survey link, but not yet filled it in, and there you have it. By taking care in how you write your questions, who you send them to, how you construct your survey and where send out your surveys and how you follow up on them, you increase your chances of high response rates and reliable, accurate results.